and
Oddworld.
Hey oddballs, I'm your host Jensen, and welcome to episode 148. Jumping right in today, I'm gonna say happy birthday to you April 30th babies. I have the birthday book in front of me and we are gonna get to learn about you, so here we go.
Happy birthday.
Those born on April 30th are deceptively calm individuals. Their pronounced sense of humor, appreciation of the good things in life, and relaxed and affectionate approach to other people, often masking their highly perceptive and tenacious professionalism. Indeed, contrary to initial appearances, such is their intellectual drive that they will feel unfulfilled unless they can immerse themselves in their work, and this will often be directed toward achieving progress of humanitarian nature, a result of both their empathy and of their ability incisively to identify faults in existing systems and then formulate strategies for improvement. Because April 30th people wish to attain their aims as quickly and effectively as possible, and realistically recognize that they will be much more successful by winning others over to their cause rather than alienating them. They are very adept at using their considerable charm and cultivation of open and friendly interpersonal relationships. These multi-talented individuals have the potential to make their mark on whichever area of professional expertise interests them. They are valued by their coworkers for their optimistic and encouraging outlook, as well as their great reliability. Within their personal liaisons, too, they are generally the center of their social and domestic circles, for their ability to combine the provision of solid emotional support with a light-hearted, fun-loving approach is a rare and invigorating one, and furthermore makes them especially gifted parents. Their virtues are calm, independent, practical. Their vices are overburdened, self-sacrificing, restless. Happy birthday again, you April 30th babies. If this sounds like you or somebody you know, let me know. And let's go ahead and move on to stories.
This comes from Spiritual-Athlete 156 on Reddit.
So, around 11:30 tonight, my boyfriend and I were leaving his house. We pet his dogs as usual and said goodbye. This is important just to note that all of his dogs were accounted for. Mac was inside. We said goodbye to Baby, Sandy, and Little Bit. We saw all of them. So, my boyfriend lives on a private road. Basically, everyone knows everyone, and his parents have been there for 10 years, and no new people have come. Just thought it was important to add, considering I'm not sure what we saw. So, if there's a new animal around, it's noticed pretty quickly as people talk. And literally the moment a stray comes up, they talk about it. As we were pulling out, we saw glowing eyes about 50 feet away. My boyfriend thought it was a bunny or some sort of animal or something like that. Not to mention, all the dogs were looking in that direction, so general curiosity. So he pulled around, so his headlights would shine on it. This thing didn't look normal. It was too big to be a cat, too small to be a deer, and too small to be a pig. But with that being said, if it were any of those things, it would have ran away from the light, like most animals you don't own do. At first, it went into the wooded area, but then it turned around. It started inching towards us slowly, but it would sit down after every step it took. Its shoulders didn't look at the right place. To me, it looked like it was walking on its back legs, but my boyfriend says he saw it on all fours, so I'm not sure if it was both. This happened about 4 times before we drove off, due to fear. The way it moved wasn't natural. It had glowing yellow eyes, black slick coat. The coat was almost shiny, and it almost looked like it was contorted or walking strange. It almost resembled a dog, but it wasn't. I'm not sure I can explain what we saw. Anyways, fast forward, probably a detail I should have put at the beginning, but the whole reason we went to his house was because he wasn't spending the night at mine and forgot clothes. So when we left my house, I left the gate open. Another important thing to note here is that I live with my grandparents who are disabled. This is important because my driveway is about 150 yards long, if not longer. At the time we left the gate open, my grandparents would be asleep and wouldn't have shut the gate. I know this because I've done this before and usually try to make sure the gate is shut before they wake up in the morning. So when we got there, the gate was shut, and my boyfriend and I were already quite shaken from what we saw, and we literally turned around, and now I'm writing this in a parking lot. If you have any ideas, please let me know. We just want to know if it's something we need to look out for, or if it can be chalked up to something else. Also, all of the cats in the area are orange and white. The only dark colored cat is Molly, and she stays inside 24/7. And again, it was way too big to be a cat. So I don't know why, but my first thought was a wolf or a panther. I think a wolf would be way too big, and I think a panther might be the right size, but also I'm not too sure how common those are around where this person lives. Also, I meant to ask them how close they live to their boyfriend, because it feels to me like they live within close proximity to each other. Could be wrong, but that's how it feels. So I'm wondering if maybe the gate being shut was like a warning or like trying to keep you from going to your house. Honestly, that one I would feel like maybe there was somebody, like a real person inside the house. That would freak me out. Or maybe someone's looking after your home and they were like, oh, their gate's usually shut. Maybe I should shut that for them. That one is less likely, but that could be a possibility. I don't know. I'm just trying to rule things out here because I don't like strange creatures, and I don't know what this creature's intent was. And considering all of the dogs that this person's boyfriend had, they were looking at this thing. I don't know. And then this person thinks that it saw it walk on its hind legs or back legs or whatever. And then the boyfriend was like, nah, I saw it on all fours. I don't know, but I don't like it. If you guys have any ideas what this could be, let me know. And let's go ahead and move on to the next story.
This comes from Maverick01001 on Reddit.
Something weird keeps happening to me, and I can't tell if it's just crazy intuition or something else. A few days ago, I was out shopping and my phone was on airplane mode. Out of nowhere, I got this random thought. What if someone from home tries to call me to pick something up? But I shrugged it off and kept shopping. When I got home, turns out they actually did try to call me for that exact reason, but my phone was off. Then, tonight, it happened again. Our water tank was empty, and I usually wouldn't bother turning on the pump at night, but for some reason, a thought just hit me. What if someone needs to use the bathroom? So I turned it on. Later, I checked my phone, and sure enough, I had a message from a family member asking me to turn on the motor. This isn't even the first time. It's happened too many times to just be coincidence. Am I secretly psychic? Is this some kind of weird subconscious awareness? Or am I just noticing these moments more now? So, yes, you could just be noticing these moments more now. Like, hey, I'm out shopping. Maybe I should keep my phone on just in case someone wants something. And then they do want something. But then, you also emptying the water tank and going, well, someone may need to use the bathroom. To me, these feel kind of I don't know, just kind of being aware of other people needing things. feelings. However, if it's happening a lot, maybe that's just like an empathy side of you coming out. Like you have a really strong, wave of empathy coming through your body where you're thinking of everybody else other than yourself. Not to say that like has never happened before. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, but it could also be some kind of psychic thing too, because I have very much had my own things where I go to call my mom, sister, best friend, and they'll message me or call me at the same time. And it's weird. It's weird when you have those thoughts and those feelings and then it happens. So it's one thing just to be considerate of others, but it's also another to like have a feeling, because I kind of get that, sort of. I mean, I don't really like feel like someone's gonna text me or whatever. That's not something that I feel. I don't know. I have a whole other case of weirdness where now I'm gonna go off on a tangent real quick, but I get this like really weird feeling in my gut and then something bad happens usually. So mine's not necessarily good and I never really know what's going to happen. It's either something that's in the world that happens or just something in my immediate life. And yeah, that's something that I get every now and then. But enough about me, back to this. I mean, I totally get it. Like, if you're thinking it in your brain, but you're also kind of feeling it as well, then to me, that's a little more maybe on the psychic side of things. If that, I really hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm just kind of blabbering my mouth now, but thinking versus feeling, I don't know. Thinking and feeling. It's all about the feeling. I don't know. I feel like I'm not making sense today and I am so sorry, but I hope it does make sense. If any of you have this kind of thing happen to you, please let me know. If you have a story like either story today or any paranormal story in general, let me know. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And well, it's an odd world after all. Oddballs. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave 5 stars or thumbs up on whatever podcast platform you listen on. If you have any comments for this episode, comment below or head over to Instagram and comment on this episode's preview. To submit a story or for more information, go to itsanoddworldafterall.com.